Hello, everybody. Welcome to After Further Review. I am your host, Steve Tower, and we have a very special episode tonight as we're having the exclusive world debut of a brand new game, Fast Drive Football, designed by Al Wilson. And extra excited that Al Wilson himself is in the chat room. And so if you have any questions while we're going through this tonight, please feel free to pop them in the chat. And if I don't see it, I'm sure that Al can help you out. The other great news is this game is available right now to go over and download. So you can see the site here up on the screen. It is fastdrivefootball.com. There's a link down below in the show notes. And tell you all about the game. Al has a sample video on there that shows you how to set up and play the game, and then you can just head right to the game downloads to download your materials. And there are currently 7 seasons that are available, with more coming as we speak. There's actually a poll going on the Facebook page for this game, asking for what the next season should be. So I believe that Al said that at some point he wants to have every season from 1960 on. So there'll be lots to choose from. There's a pretty good selection right now. And the best part of all, I don't know if I'm bearing the lead, is that it's free. So this is a game that's, Al has dubbed it charityware. So if you enjoy what the game that you get and you get some fun out of it, is asking that you make a donation to your favorite charity. If you don't have a favorite charity, there are some suggestions on the page there, and I would ask, if you don't have a favorite charity, to donate to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation or the Cancer Foundation. So, enough preamble. Let's head on down to the field and see what we got going on. First off, welcome everybody else who is in the chat room. We have a good crowd in here tonight. So thank you to everybody for tuning in. Hope everyone has had a good week. It's good to be back here at the AFR HQ. Was able to see my family this past week that I had not seen in quite a while. So that was a good trip. Got to stop in Stowe, Vermont for a couple of days. Really fantastic little town, little slice of New England heaven up there. So, but here we go. This is the footprint of the game. There is a 4-page instruction manual that gets you right into the action. Your score sheet, which I've printed and laminated, and I'm going to be using a dry erase marker. And I printed out the 2020 season, and we'll be replaying the NFC Championship game from last year with Tampa Bay visiting Green Bay. And then, of course, the heart of the game right here is the rules, or the results. And Al was nice enough to send me a printed copy of the game here. But right on the site, if this is something you would like to do to get a bound copy of the results, he actually lays out how you can send these to a FedEx or a Kinko's and get your own booklet made up. So there are 2 pages of main results, 2 pages for kickoff, special plays, punts, and then finally 3 tables of unusual results. So what is Fast Drive Football? It is a drive-by-drive quick play simulation where each drive is going to simulate between a minute and 15 seconds or up to even 7 minutes of a game, and you'll get a result for your game in about 15 to 20 minutes. It's been averaging me about 20 minutes for these games, and what you'll be doing is you'll be checking to see if a team has a specific quality to them. So anybody that is familiar with History Maker Baseball, you'll be right at home because this is derived from the History Maker Baseball game engine. So you'll be rolling 3 dice. You'll read them in ascending order, and then go in here, and it's if you can answer the question in the first one, then that's a result. But if it's a no, then you'll move on to the second column. And that's really about it. The qualities, I won't go through all of them, but it's on the very first page of the rules. They basically deal with if a team was either above average or below average for different parts of statistics over the season. So, for instance, our Tampa Bay team here, they have the prolific quality, and prolific means that they scored more points on average than other teams. Green Bay also has that prolific. And then here's another symbol that will be recognizable for anybody that has played History Maker Baseball, is this dot here, and that means that it's a semi-quality. So I'll be using my handy dandy decider die, but if you do not have a decider die, you can just use another die to be odd or even. And what it'll mean is on a specific play, if the dot comes up, it means they have that quality, and if it is blank, then they do not. In this case, the solid quality refers to a team, how many sacks they allowed. So for both Tampa Bay and Green Bay, they allowed less sacks than average. And then, let's see, for Green Bay, they also have the reliable. So that is here. That is how many interceptions they allowed. So they were above average in not throwing interceptions. And then finally, efficient means that they were above their expected win-loss, and they also get a bonus in the last 5 minutes of each half for how they run the clock. So, with that said, let's just hop right into the game here and get things going. Tampa Bay visiting Green Bay. You can use whatever decision choices you want to see who gets the opening kickoff. I've just been playing that the visiting team gets the first half kickoff, and then the home team gets the second half kickoff. So that's what we'll be doing here. Let's see if Tampa Bay can repeat their win in Green Bay, or if it'll be Green Bay going on to face Kansas City in the big game. So here we go. Our first kickoff. And for the dice, when you're rolling two dice, you will read them with a 10s and a 1s. So our black die will be read first. So this is a 61. And on our kickoff chart here, we see that a 61 means that the team is going to start in average field position. So we'll circle that here and then get ready for our first drive. So the field positions are poor, average, or great. Poor is generally stuck behind your own 20-yard line, backed up to the goal line. Average is your 20-yard line up to the 40, and then great field position would be anything past your own 40-yard line. All right, so here we go. Tampa Bay's first drive. See if they can get something going. So we have rolled a 1, 3, 4. So before we read the result, we'll talk about the timing. Our red die will be our timing die, and you have a nice little chart right here that lets you know how much time will elapse on the drive. So in this case, a 3 means that it's 2 dots, which will be about 2 minutes and 30 seconds of game time runoff. And then let's see what happens. 1, 3, 4. Poor field position. They were not in poor field position. So we'll go to the second column. Inept defense. Green Bay has no qualities on defense, so that is a no. So this is going to be a coffin corner punt. So Tampa Bay able to drive down the field, but then they stall out near midfield. And so they are going to have to punt it, but they have a chance to pin Green Bay deep. So we'll go to our punt coffin corner chart here. And on a 4-4, its receiving team takes over with an average field position. So either they didn't boot it well, or maybe they booted it too well and it was a touchback, or Green Bay got a decent return on it. So they will start in average field position. And here we go. Green Bay's first drive. This time the timing die is a 1, so just 1 dot will come off. And a 1-4-4, poor field position, no. Undisciplined. So undisciplined or disciplined refers to their average of getting penalties, and Green Bay does not have that quality. So we will go to the last column here, and it is a field goal attempt. So they drive down the field, drive stalls out, but they're in range. So here comes the kicker, and for the field goals and for extra points, they just have a handy dandy chart over here. That's their range. And so we see that for Green Bay, they actually have an 11 to 66, meaning that on average, they are most of the time they will not miss. However, there is a special rule for anybody that has that rating. If we roll snake eyes, it will be considered a miss or a block. So the kick is up, and it is good. Green Bay out on top, 3-0 here early in the first quarter, and we will have another kickoff. And this time it's a 21. So for kickoffs, anything that is 21 or higher is always going to be starting in average field position. If the black die is a 1, some exciting things can happen with either fumbles or somebody getting out into the open. So most of your kickoffs will be starting in average field position. Here we go, Tampa Bay, their second drive. First drive stalled out. This one going to be another 2-dot drive. We're under 10 minutes now of the first quarter. And let's see what is happening. 3-4-4. They're not in poor field position. Green Bay does not have a punishing defense, so they will also drive down and get into field goal range. Their kicker not quite as prolific, but still an 11 to 62 range. So the kick is up, and it is good. We are knotted up at 3 apiece here in Lambeau Field. So here we go. Green Bay receives the kickoff, and they will get up to average field position. And here comes the next drive. So here we go. So as you can see, once you get into a rhythm, the game really does fly right along. We're halfway through the first quarter already here. So first off, our timing die, it's a 2, so 2 dots come off the game clock. And 1, 2, 5. Reliable offense. Green Bay is a reliable offense. QB makes a wise decision to throw the ball away, and they will punt. So the Tampa Bay defense holds, and we will get our second punt return of the game here. So we'll go to the punt column. 31, perfect punt execution, pins the return team deep in their own end. Poor field position. So Tampa Bay going to be pinned back close to their end zone as they start their third drive of the game. And this one's going to take us under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And we got a 3, 4, 5. Are they dynamic or the home offense? They are neither. And let's see, it's not a soft defense, so they are going to be forced to punt. They managed to get it up close to midfield, out of the shadow of their end zone, but then their drive stalls out there. Here is the punt, and let's see, at 61, the receiving team will take over in average field position. All right, so here we go. This might be the last drive of the first quarter, and indeed it will be. So with a 6, it's going to take off 4 dots. This is actually going to bring us into the second quarter. So we'll write 2 there. And let's see, at 3, 4, 6. Are they in great field position? They are not. They are not an erratic offense. So they will get a field goal attempt. And here is another optional rule. Whenever you roll a 6 for the timing die, you roll it again, and if you get a 6, it's actually a longer drive, and it'll fill in 2 more dots of time. And we do get that, so that will fill in 2 more dots, and we'll write that down that it's a 7+ minute drive, and that can only happen once in the game, or you should only have it happen once in the game. So, all right, so here we go. Ready to try to take the lead, and they do. And it's a battle of field goals. It is 6-3 now with Green Bay on top. I'll fill in the score there for the first quarter. So Tampa Bay to receive another kickoff, and that's going to be taken out with average field position. Tampa Bay behind now. Gonna be another long drive. I guess the offenses are starting to warm up, get into the flow of the game, and we're already almost to the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Let's see, 4, 5, 6. Poor field position, no. Oh, the rusher makes one tackle or miss, finds a seam. He is gone. Touchdown. That'll still be a touchdown run. So there we go. It is Tampa Bay who finds the end zone first here late in the second quarter. And they will come out for the extra point. Extra point works the same as a field goal. You just check their range. Oh, no. And they missed the extra point. Oh, no. Uh-oh. All right, so that means it is going to be 9-6 with Green Bay ready to receive the kickoff here. And they will start in average position. Let's see. Oh, just catching up on the comments here. Let's see. What's I missed the thing about the cooking channel. Oh, okay, I get it, Dave. Inside joke between Dave and I. All right, so here we go. Green Bay with the ball. And now, for the first time, they are trailing in the game. This is going to be a 2.5-minute drive. 2, 3, 4. Staunch defense, no. Great field position, no. So they're going to have to punt. And this is the first result that has a symbol by it. So none of these symbols are going to affect our game because we're playing a modern season. But there are various symbols here that if you're playing older seasons, some of those results will change into a fumble or an interception. But in our case, this is just going to be a punt. So here comes the punt unit for Green Bay. And 24 is going to be a great punt. Perfect punt execution. Pins the return team deep. So Tampa Bay will once again start in poor field position. And we have 3:45 left in the half. Let's see. So Tampa Bay will leave some time on the clock. Now, this is one of the places where if they had the efficient quality like Green Bay does, one of the bonuses that you get with that is that you can either add or subtract a dot of time in the last 5 minutes of the game. Whereas if they're inefficient, it's the opposite. You have to add a dot of time. But Tampa Bay is neither, so there's going to be 1:15 left on the clock. And let's see what happens. 1, 2, 4. Solid offense. Oh, no, they're semi-solid, and the dot is not there this time. It is not a mild defense, and so they will have to punt it. And so Green Bay will have one more chance. Let's see, 23. They're going to be in poor position, or field position. All right, so there's one tick left. They'll try to run a play. They need to roll. Oh, well, actually, they're efficient. So as long as they don't roll a 5 or a 6, they will be able to get a play off. And they roll a 1. So this will be the last play of the quarter, of the half, rather. 1, 3, 4. Poor field position. Yes, runner tripped up short of the marker, and they're going to have to punt. All right, so we will have a punt, and as long as it's not a return, and it's not. So we'll say that Tampa Bay in average field position, and that is the end of the half. Let's see, so Tampa Bay scored 6 points, a touchdown with a missed extra point, and Green Bay got another field goal. All right, so we are already at the half here at Lambeau. We'll take a quick drink break. All right, so here we go. And what a crowd we've got here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate you stopping by here on a Friday night. Hope everyone's had a good week. We are super excited to have this brand new game here on the channel. And if you are just joining us late, this is a game that is available right now. It's a free download Link is down below, so you can start playing as soon as you get your materials printed off. So, all right, so here we go for the start of the second half. Green Bay will get the kickoff, and they will start in average field position. All right, so here we go. Al saying that he played this matchup last night. Final score was 33-30, but he won't give away the winner. All right. I've played this matchup a few times, and it has always been extremely close to closely matched teams, and it's always been a fun game to play out. So let's see what happens here. Green Bay, first drive of the second half. It's going to be a quick one. Just 1 dot. 1-1-2. Let's see. They are not in poor field position. It is not an inept defense. So it's going to be a coffin corner punt. Green Bay drives down the field, but stalls near midfield. Let's see if they can pin Tampa Bay deep. Oh, when they do, they just catch it. So Tampa Bay going to be in poor field position for their first drive of the second half. And let's see what happens. Brady and company out. They have the ball. They have the lead. Trip to the Super Bowl on the line. This is going to be a 2-dot drive. Let's see. 4-4-5. Poor field position. Yes, they are in poor field position. Offense gains the yards, but it doesn't get into scoring range, and they will have to punt. Let's see. Oh, and that is not a good punt. Exciting return. Great field position for Green Bay. So a golden opportunity for Green Bay to retake the lead. Let's see what happens. This will be a 2.5-minute drive. 4-5-6. Poor field position. No. The rusher makes one tackler miss. Finds a seam. He's gone. And there we go. Green Bay finds the end zone for the first time here with the under 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And they'll come on for the extra point. And the extra point is good. So it is now 9-13. Green Bay back on top. Tampa Bay set to receive another kickoff. And they'll start in average position. So Green Bay played the field position game there, pinning Tampa Bay deep, and was able to turn that into a go-ahead touchdown drive. So let's see if Tampa Bay can respond. This is going to be a 2.5-minute drive, almost to the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. 1-3-3, active defense, no. Poor field position, no. So this is going to be a punt. Able to drive down the field, but it stalls out. Let's see what happens. 53, that's going to be average field position for Green Bay. So Green Bay now with a chance to extend the lead. Let's see if they do. Whoa, when they get a long drive. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have 1:15 left of the quarter. Let's see what happens. 1-2-6. Great field position. No. Disciplined or home team. They are the home team, so they're going to... Offensive line wins the trench battle on the drive, and they will get a field goal attempt. And pretty much automatic from Green Bay. It is good. And the lead is now 9-16. Just 1:15 left in the quarter. Tampa Bay takes over with average field position. This will probably take us into the fourth, and indeed it will. Let's see, this will be a 3 ticks off the clock. And so in that quarter, Green Bay scored 10 points. And the first 0 goes up. All right, Tampa Bay trying to answer back here. 1-2-5. Reliable offense. No. It is not a meek defense. Oh, no, so it's going to be an interception. Uh-oh. So our first interception of the game here comes early in the fourth quarter. Brady thought he found an opening, but the Green Bay defense picks him off. Defender is tackled immediately after the pick. A Opponent has average field position. So after an interception or a fumble, you roll 1 die and just read the result from there. So Green Bay takes over with average field position. So they've got the ball, they've got the lead. Can they put the dagger in? Oh, well, they'll take that too. Another long drive for Green Bay, eating up that precious clock. Let's see, 4, 5, 6. Poor field position, no. Oh, that's going to be another touchdown, another rushing touchdown. Wow. So we've had 3 rushing touchdowns, no passing touchdowns. And Green Bay opening up a nice lead here, as it is now 9-23. Green Bay on top, and Tampa Bay is in trouble. A costly interception for Tampa Bay. That may have sealed the game. Let's see if they can respond. Need to get a score here. This is going to be a 3-minute and 45-second drive. 2, 5, 6. Shaky offense. No. Erratic offense. No. A coffin corner punt. All right, so now we are under 5 minutes. And at under 5 minutes, you can go for it. So right here on the sheet, it tells you the rules for it with 5 minutes or less. If the result is a punt or a field goal, and the situation requires going for it, you roll, and we'll see what happens. All right, so 4th down, ready to go for it. And we get a 3. Is it a soft defense? No, otherwise the defense tackles the runner short of the 1st down. Oh, no. Wow. So it's going to be a turnover on downs, and that is probably going to do it. Oh, no. Wow. So let's see. And now Green Bay is efficient, so they're going to be able to add a dot to this roll. And that's going to do it. They're going to be able to run out the clock. They actually didn't even need to use their efficient quality. And there we go, folks. Your winner in our replay of the NFC Championship is the Green Bay Packers. 23-9 is your final. Let's see, they scored 7 points in that last. So the Green Bay defense shuts out Tampa Bay in the second half, and it was that costly pick there at the start of the 4th quarter that really sealed the game. And there you go, folks. That is Fast Drive Football. So, as you can see, definitely a quick playing game, but a step up from just a score generator. And so you get the ebbs and the flows. You get a feeling for what the teams are good at. And, the offense and defense have a chance to shine. And any game that I've played, they've all been pretty exciting and having a lot of fun with this. And really glad that I got to show it off here tonight. So there we go, folks. As I said, this is available right now. You can head on over to fastdrivefootball.com, link down below. To download the game, and there are 7 seasons currently available, 1960 all the way up to 2020, and more season sets will be coming out in the near future. So there we go. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. This was a good crowd here in the chat room tonight. Please, if you're not subscribed, hit a subscribe on your way out. Leave a like. And if you'd like to help support the channel, you can click the join button down below for information on that. Big thanks to Al for allowing me to showcase the game for the first time here. And good luck to him with this game. I can't believe he's giving it away for free. This is really a quality game, really a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to playing many more games with it. So that's going to be all for now, guys. Hope everyone as well has a fun weekend. And until next time, get get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good one, everybody.